follow-up reports should be kept as part of the plan. Okay? Thank you. And I think we've got two more here. Proposed change to fiscal, here's another one. A proposed change to fiscal neutrality in 2050 would reduce what the developer has to pay by allowing counting taxes from the affordable housing that the plan requires, as if it instead were full-price housing, which pays more taxes. The developers like this because it reduces what they have to pay for fiscal neutrality, but it destroys true fiscal neutrality by shifting the burden of paying for facilities to serve the development to the taxpayers. Do you support allowing this change? No, unanimous again. Should our county set aside land for conservation and public use? Okay. We have a question here that says, how would you be able to prevent building on Proctor Road landfill when FDEP lost toxic soil reports that are available at foxfirewest.com but not at DEP? I think we have to go down the line if you understand the question. Foxfire. Yes, what it is, okay, a little explanation. They've discovered that in Foxfire out there, in one of the open areas, there is an old landfill in the middle of Foxfire. So this question, they say the landfill on Proctor Road, you may be envisioning the old landfill somewhere, the big dump out at the end of Bee Ridge or something. This is a peculiar situation that has been discovered at Foxfire, and the question is, how would you be able to prevent the development on that old landfill which contains, well, and John has said that it has been voted down twice, but anyway, the question has been asked, so.
Okay, I'm very familiar with Foxfire. I actually watched that very closely as it went through. There is a landfill underneath it. The question was, should it be developed as a golf course, continue to be a golf course, or should there be housing development put on top of Foxfire? My answer is there should never be a development put on that Foxfire, and it should remain as a golf course.
Having just been introduced to that subject, I would have to defer to Mr. Minder and agree with him. It just makes logical sense. We wouldn't want to develop something if we don't have the paperwork in front of us to tell us what's there. You know, the studies that have been done in the past, it'd be unsafe to do that. So I agree with John.
They got lazy. I'm going to make two comments about that. The first comment is I don't think we should build another golf course in Sarasota County from now on. Because all that happens is they build these golf courses, people come from up north, they buy this house in Florida on the golf course closes, and now the developer comes in and wants to just put houses on it. I'm sure that was a golf course at Foxfire because of the dump. And I have people that I know that live on Foxfire. And it baffles me that that's even up for discussion. Would you want to live on a dump? Would you want to have a subdivision that's on some toxic dump? No. So if the people in government know that that's a situation, they should take responsibility and make sure that there is minimum impact to humans. It's crazy we even have to talk about some of these things.
Ronald Reagan said, never say never. And it may be possible at some point to clean this up. The technology is constantly evolving. It might be possible at a later date to remove all the toxicity, and if they can, And if testing shows it's all gone, well then, if it's economic to do that and still develop, well, as long as it's safe and sort of but what I would not support is saying, well, we just won't see it, go ahead and do it. No, if they do it properly, yes. If they just fiddling around and scratching each other's back, no.
I would keep it as it is, as they've been doing. They've already shut it down twice. If the land is not safe for habitation, then obviously I would continue to go along with that and make sure that where we're developing or where places can actually raise their families and grow food. If you can't do that kind of thing outside of your own yard, then you shouldn't be building a house there.
Well, I would really want to thank the candidates for coming. Has recorded the entire forum and intends to put it up on the internet, as he has several of our forums and meetings. And I presume that the filming that's been done by the Observer, by ABC, might be available if we say pretty please, who knows. Thank you very much for coming. The rain has stopped, and Lourdes has one more announcement.
Well, again, I want to thank the candidates. As a former candidate, I know how hard it is to run, especially when you're the underdog, so I want to thank them all. I did want to say, you could tell the community is pretty traumatized about 2050 with all the questions that were submitted through email about the topic. And it is going to come up before the County Commission again on October 22nd in the afternoon. We encourage you to continue writing your letters to them. And it's for practical reasons. If you read the paper recently about the extension of Lakewood Ranch South, that boulevard, and when you read that, you heard that the developer says, well, we're responsible for 2 lanes, and the county's responsible for the extra 2 lanes, because it's supposed to be a 4-lane. But if you look at the original agreement, a copy which I could submit to you if you want, it says that the Lakewood Ranch South was supposed to pay for all 4 lanes. So that's proof positive already that the change and shift has already started, and that's not including the fact that they moved the fire station from Lakewood Ranch South to Benderson Park, so now it becomes the county's responsibility. So those are the things we were worried about. We've been telling you, and it's the truth. It's the costs are already being pushed to us, and so we really need to have new county commissioners who do not continue to do that into the future. So October 22nd is the next meeting. Please write to the county commission, and the next county commission, the next CONA meeting is November 10th. So please vote. I will tell you, every vote is important. So please go out, ask your neighbors to vote. Thank you.
No.